Hi, my name is Natalja Vikulina. I'm a visual artist based in London, and I work across different disciplines such as printmaking, video, and virtual reality. And today I would like to talk about one of my recent projects, which is a virtual reality experience called Sketchfields. This project investigates the human ability to project feelings and consciousness into inanimate natural objects such as rocks, plants, or soil. So when you enter the world, one of the first things you see is a sign saying, "Let this be my diary, but in my diary, you will be the main protagonist." So this statement welcomes the viewers into the virtual world. What is also saying that you are now a guest in someone else's consciousness. So in this new world, things that we normally consider to be inanimate now have life and voice. So as the viewer strolls between clothes, drawings, gigantic pieces of wood, they can hear that each object speaks to them. Each object in the sketchbook has its own voice. The soundtracks were developed by noise musician Alexei Borisov. I used 3D sound, which means that as you move through the virtual world, the sound changes as it would in the physical world. Today, I would like to share with you some of my processes and talk about technical side of the thing. As the world is inhabited with gigantic pieces of wood, my first task was to create 3D models of these pieces. And initially, I used scanning, 3D scanning. There are lots of there is lots of software that can be used for to 3D scans. I have experimented with many different apps. Uh, I initially tried to use LiDAR scanning that is built in the latest version of iPhones and iPads, but I ended up using apps that are based on photogrammetry process. Most of my models were scanned with the app called Tourneo, but there are many other 3D scanning apps. So I would definitely recommend trying out different applications, different software, and then comparing results. The next step would be to bring the model into Blender to polish it. So my normal process would be to reduce the number of vertices in Blender, close the gap in the meshes if they have them, and paint the gaps in the textures to improve the textures. So after I have done those edits, I export the model as a big uh, to work with the model in Unity. In Unity, I scale, position my models, and animate them using shade animation. The other software I use is Quill, which is a painting and animation software for virtual reality. The software works on Oculus Rift, and users can paint in 3D space using their hands naturally with the controllers, and then later animate those paintings, 3D paintings, with keyframes. I chose Quill because of its distinctly unique style. The models made in Quill feel much more like drawings or paintings, and I really like the contrast between the photorealism of the scan model and abstraction of the models drawn in Quill. So Quill allows you to export your models as Alembic files and FBX files. I tried both ways, and I found that Alembic files were exported from from Quill work better with Unity. So I exported my Quill paintings as Alembic files and then brought them into Unity where I again position and scale them. The animation for them were done in Quill, not in Unity. The app is currently designed for devices connected to PC, which means it might be too heavy for the headsets like Oculus Quest, which, so as you may know, the Oculus Quest is not a tethered device. So it might be too heavy for that, but it will work fine for Oculus Rift and other versions and other headsets that are connected to PC. We are currently working on a lighter version that will work on mobile phones, on web, and on Oculus Quest. So please stay in touch for further development. I hope you find this useful. Thank you for your attention, and yeah, see you in the future.